Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I thought we'd do a tutorial today for this little folio. This idea came from Pink Strawberry Z on YouTube. Her tutorials for 12 by 12, one-page wonder. She's like the queen of one-page wonders. And so I just altered it a little bit to use some digital kits from the Junk Journal Studio. I used several kits, the Fall Bounty Embellishment Kit, All Things Fall, which has distress numbers, labels, tags, and tickets, the Fall Collage and Cluster Mega Pack, and the Autumn Wonder digital kit. So those are the kits that I used. I put together a journal. If you haven't seen my tutorial of the walkthrough, please check that out. Let me know what you think. The Junk Journal Studio is offering a 40% off coupon through September 10th, and I will link the coupon code in the description box, along with links to all of her beautiful fall kits. The coupon code does expire September 10th. You would enter the code "Welcome to the Team" at the time of checkout. And again, I'll put it in the description box. So this cute little folio I made, I used a die cut that I have of a sunflower. This page that I used has some sunflowers on it. And I used a magnetic closure. And so you open it up and you have a bunch of pockets in here to put all kinds of cute little fall ephemera and journal cards that are part of the Junk Journal Studio's fall kits. So I thought we would make one together today. I think I'm going to add an additional pocket to the back of the one that we make today. So that's what we're going to make. So the first thing that you're going to need is a 7 by 10 3/4 piece of paper. Now, that's just the way mine prints out with, there's white borders around the edge. And so when I cut it down, that's the measurements. And we're going to score that on the 10-inch side at 3 7 1/4. So you do have to kind of determine which side you're going to have that's going to be like your latch. So I think I'm going to have that side. And of course, pay attention to your directional paper. So we're going to score at 3 7 1/4. And fold those and kind of burnish them down to get a nice good fold. This is kind of the base of our folio. So I'm going to set that aside for a minute because we're also going to need 2 4 by 7 sheets of paper. And we're going to score those on the 4-inch side at 2 inches. So just right in half. This is going to make our pockets on the inside of the folio. And that's all the scoring you need to do. So let me fold and burnish these down. So for these, let's ink the edges. I'm using gathered twigs. I want to corner around, actually. I want to corner around my folio. I love this page with the pumpkins. It's so pretty. And then you see the inside, all those fall leaves. Really, really pretty. So now let's ink the edges. Just kind of gets rid of some of the white edges that are on the paper. And then, you know, you don't have to ink the creases, but it does look, it looks neat. I think it gives it kind of a distressed look. Gonna ink these pockets as well. There's tons of ephemera and fussy cuts in these kits, and what I'm using is kind of left over from the journal that I made. The journal is pretty chunky if you go and check out that YouTube video. I already used quite a bit there, but there's quite a bit left over. And then I like to add this carved pumpkin as well on top of the gathered twigs. I just like how it looks. I mean, it's kind of subtle, but I mean, you can see some of the orange in there. So is everybody ready for the fall weather? I know I am. It's really hot where I live, and I'm really looking forward to being able to turn off the air conditioner and open the windows and enjoy that nice cool air. Okay, so now for these pockets, so I'm gonna make sure I got this the right direct. That's the direction I want to go. So we're going to end up gluing them right over this crease line here, the score line, but you don't want to glue it on the score line. So we need to first glue these together like this. So we're going to take some glue, and we're just going to put it around the 3 sides at first. Just kind of line those up. And you want to glue it along the bottom there so that nothing falls through the pocket. So see, you end up having a pocket on top, because I gotta let that dry some. And then same thing on this one. We want to glue it on all 3 sides because it's gonna go down like this. And if you don't put glue along here, then anything you tuck into that pocket is just gonna fall through. So I've done it 2 ways where I think last time I kind of lined it up along that score line, and then I just flipped this side up and then just glued along the 3 edges. And then same thing here. I'm going to kind of let that glue dry a little bit. I think while I do that, I don't want to fold this yet. I want to let that dry a little bit. So let's get some of our ephemera. Actually, I could probably glue a pocket on the back. I thought we'd put a pocket on the back. There's several pockets I didn't use with my journal. So I thought we could put a pocket back here. Let me ink up the edges of this. How the orange just looks. I don't know. I just love those two colors. It's carved pumpkin. That's the color, the distressed ink that I'm using with the gathered twig. So let's glue this on. Make sure I have it right before I glue it. Okay, so this is gonna fold up, that's gonna fold over, I'm gonna flip it over, that's gonna be back, right. I get a little bit directionally challenged sometimes. And sorry for the noise in the background. You're gonna hear probably my air conditioner just kicking on. And then I moved my craft area to my dining room because I have like some sanctuary bunnies and they've got some medical needs that they need a little bit extra. I need to be able to keep my eye on them basically, but their automatic feeders are getting ready to drop. So I'm sorry if you hear that. If you hear a little noise in the background, that's what it is. So this is probably dry enough now. So I just fold this again and just like burnish it down because, you know, we've kind of like added some bulk there. And so we want to make sure that, you know, it can close. It closes well. Folds well. And then, you know, you can use Velcro. Pink Strawberry Z used hole punched, used an eyelet and a little tie thing. I'm going to use magnets. I don't know. I just want to use magnets. So I've got these little magnets here. These ones I just got off of Amazon and I guess I don't need the bubble wrap on it anymore. You know, they have the adhesive on the back already. So I'm just gonna stick one there. I'm gonna stick one there. And then I'll end up covering it with something, a piece of ephemera, or just to hide the magnets. So let me put that up there. Let's bring out, maybe let's do October. The other one says September. Let's do October on there. I don't know, maybe that's too big. That's too big. That one's too small. That one's too big. This one, maybe. Let's see. That. And I've got, here it is. I've got a whole tray of ephemera here. Well, I've got several trays, I should say. This I got from Amazon, and it just has a lot of dividers, and it helps when you have different types of ephemera, like, you know, and this isn't all of it. This is just like what I kind of sorted through so I don't overwhelm myself while I'm doing this tutorial, because otherwise I'm digging through a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, we already did September. No, we could also do autumn. Maybe autumn. I think I like the autumn better with the orange. And instead of the sunflower, I thought this is just a little die cut I have. This is a paper from the paper collection that I used to cut out a little pumpkin die cut. Thought we could use that for our closure. Let's see what's on there. Let's ink this up a little bit. this up on a little bit of foam tape if I can find where I put it. Of course, I just had it right in front of me, but here it is. Like most things that are just right in front of me, they just seem to disappear sometimes. I don't know why that happens, but it does. Oops. Put that there. Let's see. Those are cute. This is a die cut that I had that makes it kind of look like a stamp, and so I put different pieces. There's some that's kind of in a landscape. I could put something behind the pumpkin. Let's come back to that. The covers of things are always the hardest for me to do. Like when I do journals, I do the covers last. I know some people start out that way, which is probably a good idea. I'm thinking, you know, you probably get the theme of your journal going that way. But no, I always wait. There's these really cute squirrels in these kits. I like this little owl too, super cute. This would be pretty too. I don't know. I like that. Is it hard for you to decorate your or embellish your projects? Does it take you time, or do you make your decisions quickly, or? I feel like it takes me a while. Yeah, let's just cover that magnet a little bit, so I have that little eyesore. And you could put a pocket right here too, but I'm thinking, yeah, so maybe something that coordinates. Maybe something like that. That would look good. Let's see. This was a strip that was, because it was an 8.5 sheet of paper, but I cut it down to 7 inches. So I feel like it's not long enough. This is foam leaves. I'm just not sure. I'm not sure. I don't know. I mean, I do have more pockets I didn't use, but I feel like that's up too high. More scrap paper. Of course, I'm completely covering my label, but that's okay. I don't know, I kind of like that. Where's my hole punch? I had a hole punch here, or not a hole punch, a circle. Oh, there it is. There we go. What do you think? Tell me. I think that looks good. Let's try it. Let's change it up a little bit. Yeah, I have a little more. You have a little more scraps, I think, when you're using a 12 by 12. But you know, I use a lot of digitals, and they don't print out 12 by 12. So Hoot for Owl coffee. Isn't that cute? I love that little ephemera piece. There's a bunch of pumpkins here. Too tall, you're too tall. What about a pumpkin? Pumpkin with the squirrel. Too big. Another squirrel. Maybe 2 pumpkins. I think that's cute. So do you fussy cut out all of your embellishments with digital kits, or do you use like a Cricut or a silhouette to, I am not sure if you can, I'm guessing a silhouette is probably the same as a Cricut, to cut out all your fussy cuts. Let's see. I think that's super cute. Oh, there's a little bit bigger squirrel. Oh, there's also lots of really neat mushrooms in here. So let's have the mushroom too. I probably over embellish. You know, some people like that busy look, and some people like the minimalistic look, I guess. Whatever brings you joy is what I say. This guy, isn't that cute? He's such a cute squirrel. I love all the animals in these kits. Just so cute. All right, what are we gonna put in this pocket? There's tons of these little journal cards. There's a pumpkin on it. A little squirrel. Isn't that cute? Love this little squirrel. Okay, let's tuck him in there. He's kind of peeking out a little bit. These are cute. October girls. Kids playing. October, I don't know. Is that Dutch? Lots of tickets. That in there. Okay. So now we've got a pocket here, a pocket here, and a pocket here, and then one on the back. So put some of these pieces, little stamps. Isn't that cute? Maybe I could put a sentiment. Where'd my words go? Here we go. Thankful. Falling leaves. Oh, it's a little bit big, but I think it'll fit. Oh wait, here's a smaller one. Yeah. cute. About harvest for this one. Oh, this one's too big, too tall. Let's see. Let's see. You got to make sure it doesn't hit your where you're closing it. I think this one will just fit. I feel like it needs something. Maybe it needs a number. Well, there's a number there, but maybe it needs another number. No. I know, maybe it needs a leaf. Some buttons. That sure might look cute. Too big. Butterflies, too big. Nope. About that. That up in the edge, center there. I'm a really slow crafter. I mean, it takes me, I don't know, a long time. Make decisions. That's cute. So you can use like a, you know, scrapbook paper that already has ephemera. You could use that as well. Or something like this. I just think this makes like really like a nice little Happy Mail. Fit nicely into an envelope. Put this button down. It needs a little butterfly. Okay, let's fill the rest of these pockets up. Where's my bigger pieces? I'm not sure. This might, I think this is going to be, yep, that's going to be too tall. That might work on the back though, in the back pocket. These are some little pieces that are scraps that I had. there. It looks neat the way it's like when you open everything up and it's all layered. Oh, and then this is a little pocket that, I don't know, is it called a coin envelope? I think it's called a coin envelope. I'm not sure. That's in the kit. And I just used a die cut and cut this out, but you could use like a little, or did I use a hole punch? I can't remember. No, I think I used a die cut. Yeah, because this was what came out of there. And then just added some acetate so that you can see through this. And this little Miss Autumn, so cute. I'll put her in there. Yeah, I think the video I watched, I think they called it like a passport folio or something, and they had things in there. I think it was Halloween themed, but supposed to be kind of like, I guess, like an ID or a passport or something. Pretty sure this will fit in there. I might have to trim it down. Oh. There we go. Isn't that cute? Little Miss Autumn. You need something here. Little Miss Autumn. Thankful. Short. That's probably too big. Yeah. Too big. Stick that here, center, pretty. I just think this is just such a cute little folio. And you can put it in a journal, or you can just, you know, make it as a project on its own. But I mean, I think it's just pretty on its own. Let's see, this little owl. Yeah, you're too tall, owl. You're too tall. Another little bunny. I've got a bunny there already. You can go on the front. Okay. A fall fair ticket. We gotta have our fall fair ticket. Which way do you put it? How about this side, this way? Here, that's cute. And oh, there's some pretty deer in here too. Look at the deer. They're cute. Too big. Could put it right here. That's cute. Little number. The distressed number labels and tickets are really, that kit's really cute. I mean, there's lots of really cool tickets and distressed, you know, all the fall colors. There's some light, you know, lighter ones too. You know, light colors. Little calendar. Okay, what are we gonna put up here. Nope. Nope. Might be too tall. I hope you can see what I'm doing. I mean, it's a little bit messy. Put that in there too. Let's see. Got a lady there. Let's put her here. Let's move you. Let's move you right here. Pick this up. I want to make one of these to put like Bible verse cards in, or you know, encouraging. You could have encouraging sentiments. And send it to a friend or somebody that needs to hear an encouraging word. Cute. Let's use this little mushroom one too. I mean, I could, on the other one, I did like decorate. Well, I guess I just put one piece there, and I decorated here. But this the paper that I used, which is in the kit, it's just so pretty on its own. I just don't think it needs, you know, it probably doesn't need a whole lot. So I don't want to cover it up. But I could add maybe something to it. Maybe a leaf. Number. Oh, there's a little calendar in here. No. Oh, this is cute too. We need something else right here. It's pumpkin. I have a back to that. I try to print on the back because I don't really like to see the white. I mean, I have like inked it up before, but just glue a little bit of scrap paper on here. Yeah, you can write on the back then. I feel like that one needs something else. maybe this. I like all the ephemera pieces in this kit that have like the, you know, like advertisement. Kind of like this vintagey advertisement. Here. Okay, we need something up here. Now I have well, you're getting kind of a flip through here anyways of all the gorgeous ephemera. This is cute. There's some bigger ones. Mushrooms. That's so pretty. Fine shoes. Oh, cute. Put that there. I like the orange in this piece. This piece too. I might go in the front. Let's see. Yeah, see, it's getting a little chunky. You got to make sure it'll close. Yeah, you just don't want to go over that crease line there. Yeah, so we got too many things in here now. Oh, let's see, maybe this can go back here. This can go here. I think, I don't know, was this the piece that was too long? Something was hitting up here. Yeah, this needs to go here. Yeah. Okay. So, over here, there. Oh dear. Oh, the fall fair ticket. This could probably go on the back. Let's see. I guess I should have put 2 magnets. It's probably this. Let's see. Yep. The cardstock I cut out was too thick. Let's see. Yeah. I just need to put this out of the way from the magnet. Yes, stay. Okay, so I'm gonna cover. We're gonna put this. Oh, I'm gonna cover up the squirrel though. I have to put this up a little bit higher. Put it up higher. Now where's my September, or was it October? Where are you? You're up over here somewhere. This is my crafting. I have things in front of me and then I don't know where they end up. Oh my gosh. I know it's here. You saw me do it. It's recorded. Okay, looks good on there. Oh, there it is. Found it. Okay, let's glue that on. Autumn. And something that's too big. Oh, that's pretty. Let's do that. See that? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Yeah, it's cute. Leaf. Pretty fall leaves in this kit. I didn't think I had any left. I was worried I used them all in my journal, but nope, I still had some left. Go in the back. Yeah, this will fit back there. And then there's this little library card. Oh, that's too tall. That's too tall. Okay. Okay. I think that little squirrel needs to go on there though. He's too cute. He needs to be behind a leaf. Yes. Ink that, didn't I? Can't remember. Okay. I think I just need one more thing back here. It's another sunflower. squirrel. Maybe a mushroom. I probably should have put that. Oh, I think it'll still tuck back there. There. What do you think? Cute. Okay. We made a big mess. I still feel like the front needs something. I don't know what. What? Oh. I don't think we need another squirrel. I probably, maybe I should have put some more pumpkins back there, but maybe it's fine. Mushroom? No, you're covering up the pumpkin. Okay, everybody, I think that's it. Tell me if you think I need to add something else. What do I need to add? A bow? Sorry about shaking the camera. Yeah. Maybe a bow. That's cute. Let's use our Fabri-Tac. I'm going to put that down. Kind of a big bow, but that's okay. Bows are pretty. Okay, let's look at it one more time. Got a pocket here. We've got our cute little autumn girl here who's thankful. Pocket here. Pocket here. And a pocket here. And then one on the back. So let me know what you think. Let me know if you try this. Tag me. I'm on Instagram at DailyDoseofHoppiness. Yeah, if you make this, let me know and tag me. And don't forget that the Junk Journal Studio on Etsy has a 40% off coupon, and that's good now through September 10th. It's welcome to the team, and I will put that in the description box. So thank you, everybody. Bye, and thanks for watching. Appreciate it. Bye.